Yo, what is up, everybody? So, I finally got my sleep schedule back on, and hopefully, be able to post a little bit more. Things have been going crazy, but enough about me. Let's get into it. Black Rifle Coffee, espresso with cream. Anyways, so I went ahead and picked up the. Well, actually, I didn't pick it up. It was actually a gift because I actually got one of my best friends his North American Arms. I got him some pearl grips, and the whole idea was we were gonna get him sent out and get a. I think we're gonna go a King of Diamonds, I guess, on the grips, and then we were gonna go ahead and send him off to this one guy we both follow, his name Cultivated Laser. We ran into like little bit of an issue of something else not related to Cultivated Laser, but y'all check him out. Dude has like some real cool stuff, and hopefully I'll get around to sending those grips to him. But other things kind of took priority. So in turn, he basically like, hey, you got me that, I'll get you this, because I was eyeballing it, and I was just like, hell yeah, I appreciate you. So I got the Alien Gear Photon holster in the paddle configuration, and even though it can do inside the waistband, sidecar, right hand, left hand, it doesn't really matter. One of the main reasons why I wanted to have the paddle holster and why I actually was geared towards that is because I've been slowly putting together a small little battle belt. It's not the best. It does what I need to do, but there are flaws to it. Mainly because I never had to wear one, and I'm slowly learning the errors of my ways, and I'm figuring it out as I go. Really, there's some stuff that come straight out of the box in the hundreds of dollars. Money's not really the issue. It's just more like I want to make it my own. Simplicity at its finest. And one of the main reasons why I wanted it in the paddle configuration because of the fact that it can slide within the grooves here, and it slides into I think 1.73 inch, and the one that I have is a 2 inch. So not the best, not the worst, but it still works within the battle belt, and then in turn it works just as my EDC, and it was I thought it was actually pretty cool. And let me pop the sucker off. This is just a cover to cover the holes. I actually kind of like it because like that, but then again, it gave you this, and you could actually see the little alien on it, and it is kind of cool. So I just kind of covered it up. It looks cool, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, I'm not really like a lot of people aren't really gonna like notice it. And I've been saying this for like I have no idea how long I've been saying this. The American public has no idea what the hell carrying a gun looks like. So in turn, I'm not too worried about it. Now, here's one thing though. Even though you can go inside waistband, paddle configuration, sidecar, what have you, I did not want to spend the time to take the whole thing off and then put the other stuff on. I thought I had it around here somewhere. It's probably in the bin with all the rest of the holsters or whatever. I didn't want to do that. Especially because depending on what I'm going to be doing, I did not want to go ahead and take the time, get the screws out, and then grab the other stuff and reconfigure it. I just didn't want to waste the time doing that. So in turn, to alleviate that problem, because there's going to be, and it's already happened, whereas like when I want to carry that specific gun, I can't do it with the paddle holster because I kind of want to go low profile, and that's where I picked up the Sarfiland 20-80 88 28.3. My bad, 20-2883. Yeah, for the G19. Now this one itself, I kind of like it because it has like a little bit of, it feels like felt, but I'm pretty sure it's some kind of neoprene, what have you. An adjustable claw up and down. I have it adjusted kind of to where I want it, and honestly, it's actually pretty good. This is actually my first Sarfiland. The actual material feels great. The material to this one feels great as well. I like it, and one of the main reasons why I have two of them for basically one is because of that. I wanted to blend in. I wanted to have a lower signature, and even though the Photon could do it, I'm pretty sure it can do it inside the waistband if need be, but I didn't want to, like, going back to it, I did not want to spend the time to take the stuff off and go that route. Now granted, if the paddle breaks or the paddle gives out for any reason, I have basically another method of carry. And for whatever reason, like if this one, if it strips and moves around, what have you, breaks off, whatever, I still have another one. This one is basically done for. Keep the receipt, send it off to warranty. And I will say, I do like the fact that right in here is a nice little adjustable where it actually kind of grips in, and then you see right in here, it kind of like it spreads it out, or it kind of contracts it in. I thought that was fairly neat from Sarfiland, so good on them for that. The actual claw, I'm pretty sure they're going for like a minimalist type of thing. They like these claws on some of my guns. I don't have a whole lot of inside the waistbands, but the ones that I do have, their claws are generally huge, and it kind of sticks out. But I've been saying it for a long time. The American public has no idea what carrying a gun looks like on top, aside from, I don't know, law enforcement, military. That's mainly it. But they wear a drop leg, or they do outside the waistband, and they're not trying to be concealed. It's on their belt or what have you. So that's kind of what I've been rocking lately. My 642 has been just been hanging out in my car, and it's actually been pretty cool. My schedule is going to start changing, so it's one of those things where, like, and especially my wardrobe is going to definitely start changing as well. So being able to slap this sucker on and then slap it right the hell off faster, I used to say fast, cheap, and easy, but this stuff ain't cheap. Unfortunately, it isn't. I think this Sarfiland, you're running about almost $60, and for sure, like this particular photon was running about $50 more or less. But my friend got it on a clearance, and I bought him some $40 grips from North American Arms, so it kind of priced out pretty well. And I'm liking both of them, really. It's one of those things where I'm truly comfortable with it. I like the material. I've had so many guns throughout the years, ever since I was 18, and bought so many handguns, rifles, shotguns. Like I've had my experiences with leather, kydex, neoprene, nylon, friction. I would say just like there's so much. The one that I don't want to try at all, because they don't make any of them inside the waistband, or like where you can run loops through it, is We the People. I've seen a few of their stuff, and I've held a few of their stuff. I'm not gonna give too much of an opinion. It's just I'm not totally impressed with it, even though they are cheap. I don't think the quality is up there, but that's fairly my opinion, really. But anyway, so yeah, so like that's kind of what I'm rocking with. And honestly, I actually I want to kind of like just kind of talk about this just a little bit, because of the fact that on one of the live chats, one of the guys was asking for a different gun, and then I was like, yeah, cool. Like when I post this video and I show it up there, I'd be like, yeah, this is kind of what we're rocking with. Because even though I showed it on a in a picture format, this is kind of basically what you're rocking with, really. And then I actually thought it was actually kind of cool, because in the back right here, you could actually adjust, but I like it, straight in. That's kind of how I was taught how to do it, and then that's how I practice, and then in Fort I train with. That's how, just straight up and down, not much of a cant. Same thing with this one too. Like you can adjust it, but kind of like it how it sits there. So that's kind of what I'm going at right now. And on top of that as well, I want to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem, where people buy the stuff and then they like, yeah, it's great, and they give like some kind of AI generic answer. And I want to have like a human kind of talk on the product, because like there's reviews out there, but great product, best buy, good for the price, all that crap. I'm like, dude, it's not giving me any information. It's like AI, and AI can be helpful, but it's also harmful. So yeah, like, and I've only been at it for about a month and some change with these holsters. I think I wear this one about maybe 2 times out of the week, and this one damn near freaking maybe 5 times out of the week, honestly. And it's just simple as that. Like, it's a paddle holster, and if you're worried so much about, like if it's gonna like kind of like the whole thing's gonna come out, nah, like you gotta. It's like one of the coworkers I've been talking to lately, because he's thinking about getting his pieces and whatever. And I'm like, hey, look, like, what's the purpose? Why are you buying it? And most of all, do you like, if you're gonna go the route of carrying it, do you like, you want to get into this? You want inside the waistband, you want paddle holster, you want outside the waistband with loops, you know? Like, do the research, because buying the gun is just it's definitely the meat, but you know, like the celery, the potatoes, everything else that comes on a steak plate, that's what kind of makes it as well. And then of course your beverage. So in turn, that's it's one of those things. You gotta find the gun you like, find the holster that you want if you're gonna carry, get maybe a handful of accessories, get some ball ammo, get some HPs, practice, take the time, go to the range, and so on and so forth. I mean, that in itself is a whole different video. But that's kind of why like somebody's like, well, like that's stupid. You bought one that can do both. Why not just take the effort? I'm busy, man. I ain't got time for that shit. Like, it's as simple as like, leave this one alone, and then just find one that's comparable. And this is pretty comparable. It's pretty good, to be honest with you. For the first time actually messing with Sarfiland, hey, I think it's actually pretty dope. And they're like, well, why don't you just get a Sarfiland combo? There isn't any. That's why. And this one, I can just slip it in and out, throw it in the glove compartment, put the gun in the lockbox, and I'm cock locked and ready to rock. Even though it's striker fired, but you know, point being. So, with all that being said, I just want to kind of just show you guys what I got and kind of put like a small little impromptu video, and then kind of push it on to the places where I bought them. That way there's like a human talking, not so much just some AI crap that's being typed, I suppose. You know, but that's it. I think I made my point here. So, with all that being said, all y'all stay free, all y'all stay safe, all right? And I'll see you on the next one.